Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to take a little break from doing the hair videos and give you some insight on what you need to know, how you need to recognize when a guy is here for the get and not the keep. And throughout the video, I will be able to let you know like what I mean when I say with the things that I say, and also you'll be able to pick up on it because I really realize that this dating game out here is no joke, and we need to be armed with all the tools that we can get so we can help each other out. All right. So first thing you need to know when a guy is here for the get and not the keep, and when I mean the get, I mean like the chase, um, he's not here to stick around for long. You'll recognize it after I tell you these five keys, right? Major keys. All right. First, he is gonna treat you really, really good at first when he first meets you. Like he is gonna be the funniest guy, especially like if he picks up that you like to laugh. He's gonna be the funniest guy you ever met. And I realized just in my dating life that the funnier ones, like on a scale from like 1 to 10 when it comes to like rating for looks, the funny ones are usually the ones who are like average looking, like a 6 or 7. And I'm not saying like I want to call someone ugly, but just for the sake of 1 to 10 and everyone knowing what a 1 through a 10 rating is, I'm gonna say the guys that are like 6s and 7s are usually the ones who know they have to like throw something in the bag in order to get your attention, and it's usually making you laugh, right? So I realized in my experience from dating those 6s and 7s, those are usually the most funniest guys out here. And at first, they're just super, super funny. And that is what they do to draw you in, right? Is just make you laugh, make you have that good, feel good, like oxytocin that's being like emitted from your hormones, and just make you feel like have these feel good thoughts about him when you think about him. And that's how he's gonna reel you in on his fishing line, right? Making you laugh. I realized that the guys that I've dated that were like, in my book, 9s and 10s, they don't have to do much to make you laugh, right? They don't have to do much to get your attention. They are more direct about what they want from you. So those are gonna be the ones that's automatically like gonna be like, yo, let me take you out on a date. Let me invite you over. Let me cook for you. Let me, make you feel good for a couple of days or a couple of dates. And that is just their ploy. Like they are masters at doing this. And even the guys that are 6s and 7s, they're masters at like knowing what jokes to say or how to like, make themselves appeal to you, right? So that's the first key you need to know. They are going to be super, super what you need at first. Super nice, super funny, super whatever, right? So the second key to knowing that he's only here for the get and not the keep is after they have sex with you, they act different. Or if they're not acting different, they're treating you differently, right? And that, just for number two, just for the sex part, I will just say this. He's going to act different. Not every guy, but the ones that are only here for the get and not the keep will be acting different. And what I mean by that is like, for example, after you have done the do, and even after you felt comfortable, he's made you feel super, super comfortable, he's going to stop calling you. Or if you guys are, big texters, he's going to stop texting you, right? And, or they are going to be less frequent, or his behavior towards you changes. And what I mean by that, like, for example, like, I dealt with this guy who was probably at first in my mind about a 6 or a 7. And as soon as we did the do, I'm telling you, after that first weekend we spent time together, when I wanted to spend more time with him, he was just, those are my neighbors upstairs. The walls, the freaking ceilings, the floors, thin. So you might hear some tapping. But anyways, the ghetto. Okay, jeez. Anyway, so after you did the do, it literally flipped a switch on me. And like, for example, when I wanted to go spend time with him, and I said I had a couple of hours to spend with you before I went to go be with my friends, he was like, well, go be with your friends then. Go tell them that you are going to meet them earlier. And I said, okay, I know my worth. I'm not going to let a guy talk to me any kind of way. So I said, you know what? I don't expect me to come over because you're acting different. And he was like, bet. These guys are savages that was a little floaty at things, or at women when they are done trying to finesse you into thinking that they're the greatest guy, that they are the sweetest guy. They are just treating you like crap afterwards. That's how you know that he is here for the get and not the keep. Third key, again, with sex, they disappear after sex. If they're not treating you differently, acting differently, they ghost you. And they disappear. They are dead, like in the ground. To me, they turn dead. Like, I don't speak to ghosts. I don't speak to vampires, none of that, right? But for this instance, it's radio silence. So you no longer get a text from them. It's not that it's inconsistent. It's no longer there, right? It's consistently not there, right? That's how you know. That's a major key, that he is a jabroni, and he was only there for the get and not the keep. Is that they disappear after sex. And this thing is funny is that we as women, we give our bodies when we finally feel comfortable with somebody, when we want to do the physical emote that we want. We are dedicated. We want to be with you. We want to show you that how we feel physically. And that's when a guy loses his brain, right? That's when he, I don't know, wakes up out of his fog of, I like this girl, I'm attracted to this girl. Let me see who's next, so they can jump on this dick. Yeah. I'm just letting you know, this is my life. This is crazy. Y'all need to know. Y'all need to know the keys. The fourth key, if they don't disappear, if they don't become inconsistent, they actually only hit you up during booty call hours. Now, for me, sometimes I do go to sleep late. I don't know, this is late for most people, but like 10, 11, I think that's kind of late because I do wake up kind of early for work. So if it's at like 10, 11 o'clock at night up to 3 a.m., to me, that's a booty call hour. For some people, it may be like 9 o'clock at night up to like 5 a.m. Whatever's clever for you. But for me, that's a booty call hour. And so if a man is doing that to me, I know that he's only here for the get and he's not here for the keep. If he's barely hitting us up during the daytime, during daylight hours, just recognize that what he's here for. And it's not for consistency. It's not for love. It's not for maybe we can work this out. It's not for none of that. It's just for the get. And I only have actually one example, one big example where a guy would consistently hit me up during booty call hours for me, right? And then when I called him out on it, because we hadn't had sex at that point, when I called him out on it, he was like, no, I'm just trying to get to know you. This is my time in the day to get to know you. Really? 11 o'clock at night? I'm about to lay down. I have to go to work. And I know, sir, you got a job too. Like, stop lying. Stop trying to play a girl, because I'm not the one. But anyways, recognize if they hit you up anytime after 10 or 11 o'clock at night, you know what he's here for. He's only here for that, and he's not here for you. Okay? It's sad to say, but it's the truth. And the last and final key, they only hit you up when it's last minute. And this may not be for sex. It could be like, hey, you want to go out on a date? And when I say last minute, I mean in an hour or 2 hours. When I say last minute, I mean you haven't heard from him in months, or you haven't heard from him in weeks, and he hits you up all of a sudden. Like, you know what happened? The main chick or the main woman he wanted to be with fell through, and you are his last minute. You are his last resort. Don't ever let a guy do that to you. Don't ever let a guy treat you that way and make you feel that way. And don't accept, I mean, you can if you want to, but I wouldn't. Don't accept that type of treatment, because he knows that he doesn't have to treat you like number one. Doesn't have to be loyal to you. Doesn't have to respect your time. And that's something I hate with people in general. If they don't respect my time, it's like there's a block here right now between me and you. Like, keep it moving. So anyways, You learned 5 keys of how to know that a man is here for the get and not the keep. He doesn't really want to be a part of your life. He doesn't really want to get to know you. He just wants to use you. And it's sad to say, but it's a God honest truth, and you have to recognize it. And hopefully you liked this video. Let me know if you did. Leave a comment or a like or whatever, and let me know if you did, and if you want to see more of these type of videos on top of the hair videos, because come on, this is a hair journey, and this is a life journey too. But let me know what you think. I hope you're having a happy holidays, and I'll see you next time.